Alright, so welcome to an epic eShop anniversary sale featuring Untold Tales, All In Games, Tate Multimedia, and most importantly, Cubic Games, who are celebrating their 21st anniversary, so a huge congrats to them for reaching this massive milestone. Now with this one, there are over 150 games on sale, with discounts up to 99%, but that's not all. Amazing prizes and physical gifts are up for grabs, including game accessories, physical game editions, digital game keys, and much more. Again, all from the teams already mentioned. You can find out more over at cubicgames.com/21, and yeah, that will tell you how to enter the contest. Just a heads up then here, for some of the games today in the UK and EU, you will need one of the following games. For all of the US deals, you're going to need to meet these requirements, and that is, you must own a selected Cubic Games title. That list of games: Real Boxing 2 Remastered, Bridge Race, Om Run 2, Om Run the original, of course, Hall IO, Colouring Book, which is free, always my suggestion, Paper IO 2, Pocket Mini Golf 2, Puzzle Book, Pocket Mini Golf, Mana Spark, or finally, Robonauts. Alright, so this sale then, it runs until February 28th, and now, finally, let's get into it. KO the Kangaroo is a 3D platformer that will take you on an adventure full of exploration, puzzles, and mystery. You'll step into the shoes of title KO, a feisty kangaroo on a quest to uncover the truth behind his father's disappearance. Now, as you jump through each world, you'll face hazards, solve puzzles, and battle enemies, all while uncovering hidden secrets. The game's got a real old school platformer vibe with some cool combat mechanics and fun, unique twists like hanging from your ears. The voice acting, admittedly, can be a little too much at times, but if you are a platformer fan, this is a great pickup. Now, a word of warning, however, with this game: if you do check out reviews, like my own, you'll hear mention of a game-breaking bug. This was actually quickly patched out, and all is fine. Now, it's also one of the better indie entries for the genre out there. Bee Simulator, and yeah, if you've ever wondered what it would be like to be a bee, this might just be the game for you. The title pretty much says it all, let's face it. Fly around a world inspired by Central Park, race with other bees, gather pollen from rare flowers, and dodge wasps. You can team up with friends or family too here, with 3 different game modes, including co-op and PvP on split screen. Also, expect here to be completing missions from the Queen Bee herself. So yeah, this one, really, I guess it's all about getting to work. Urban Trial Playground is a Trials clone where you navigate tricky obstacles and master the game's physics. It's really all about getting from A to B, through levels with precision and skill. Urban Trial Tricky, on the other hand, switches things up and puts the focus on tricks. You can move left and right in this one. It gives it a bit of a Tony Hawk-like vibe. But yeah, both games are solid options, and with the prices right now, you can't really go wrong. You can check out my full reviews of both games, linked down below. Arise: A Simple Story Definitive Edition is an emotionally charged adventure puzzle game with some unique time manipulation mechanics. It basically takes you on a journey through memories, exploring love, loss, joy, and sorrow. You'll be controlling time, reshaping your surroundings, and solving puzzles that help you relive moments from your past. The art style here is beautiful, bringing the heartfelt story to life with these really stunning visuals, beautiful music too. And you can also play with a friend with this one, which actually surprised me. But yeah, look, overall, I think it's a game that really sticks with you, and you can check out my full review linked below. Ready Steady Ship is a new one to me, but it's actually from Untold Tales, the publisher of Tools Up, and that's exactly what this is. It's Overcooked, Tools Up, etc., basically, with a twist. Now, your job here is to rebuild conveyor belts and keep the factory's goods flowing using a variety of tools and equipment. The challenges ramp up as the factory throws everything it can at you, from acid pools to rooftop gaps, and you'll need to think on your feet. I also don't quite know what sort of warehouse this is. But yeah, they do advise it's best played in 2-player couch co-op, but you can also tackle it solo if you must. Now, a quick warning then finally, no online play here, it is local only. Tools Up then is a spin on the Overcooked formula, but instead of cooking, you're tackling home renovation, or in my case, destruction. It is perfect for group play, but do be warned, it'll probably lead to some arguments, or at least that's been my experience. The game though is packed with plenty of DLC if you want to extend your fun beyond the traditional home, and yet it's a chaotic, hilarious time if you can get a group around the TV. Once again, this one local only, no online. Bang on Balls Chronicles is a bouncy 3D platformer and combat game inspired by classics like Mario, Sonic and Crash Bandicoot. Now you play as Bob, a reckless hero on an epic quest through open worlds full of destruction and adventure. You'll explore historical themed realms from Vikings to pirates, even the space race, each with its own mechanics and enemies. The game then lets you smash everything in sight, battle bosses and tackle fun challenges at your own pace. Now this one, it has single player, local multiplayer and online co-op for up to 4 players, so you can dive in solo or grab friends. Now I will say with this one, transparently, not played it myself, gonna add it to the library though. And the reason for that is, well, basically, the game got very good reviews. The Hong Kong Massacre is a personal favourite. It's basically John Woo the game. Now you get bullet time, tons of enemies to take out, and a gritty story about a detective seeking revenge after his partner is murdered. Now the top-down perspective really works, especially with the twin-stick mechanics. It's kind of like Hotline Miami. The only minor issue I had with this one was that the boss battles felt a bit out of place, but other than that, it's a great action game that packs a challenge for those interested. And again, you can find my review below. Now in Wand Project, you play as a magic-wielding Japanese sorceress defending a futuristic Tokyo from waves of alien monsters. Expect over 100 magical elements to combine. The spellcrafting system basically here lets you create endless combinations. Think Sonic arrows to fireballs that turn into lightning somehow. But yeah, each run here is different, with new ones and sorceresses to unlock, as well as maps that change the gameplay with new enemies and objectives. You can also then choose between auto-fire or manual aim, so it's kind of like Vampire Survivors. But yeah, if you want super fast, addictive runs and different things every playthrough, I guess, this may be worth a consideration. Star Trek Legends then is a game I've talked about before, and honestly it got a lot of negative feedback in the comments, but again, genuinely had fun with it, I can only tell you that. And yes, it is, or it was at least, a mobile game, but they've stripped out all of the microtransactions, and what you're left with here is a solid, if simple, turn-based adventure. There's a timeline crossing story that pulls in a bunch of iconic characters, and with over 70 to choose from, you're bound to find a few favourites. Basically with this one, like if you want a quick, easy experience without all of the usual mobile game distractions, it could definitely be worth a look. Stacky Dash is a new release that's all about sliding to collect tiles, building paths and racing through colourful levels. You'll dodge cannons, sit through portals and solve tricky-ish puzzles along the journey. You can also rescue animals to grow your zoo and take on timed challenges for extra rewards. Basically, it appears to be all about quick pick-up and play sessions, and yeah, sounds a little crazy if you ask me. An element of building a zoo, did not see that coming. But yeah, why not, I guess. Skyline Bowling is a new release. It's an arcade spin on bowling, of course, if the name didn't give that away. But it's all about getting strikes, but the lanes here look wild. You can join friends though in up to 4-player matches, compete in tournaments, and yeah, bowling alleys with unique views, hence Skyline Bowling as a name. Then boost your skills with gear like gloves for extra spin or shoes to make your ball roll it faster. I don't quite understand how that works. But anyway, collect skills and experience, unlock new tournaments, new locations, and in my opinion, we need more bowling games, so definitely good to see another one. Everdream Valley is a farm sim with a cute vibe and a touch of magic. You will spend your summer on your grandparents' farm, rebuilding it while experiencing wildlife, adventure, and some mystical happenings. By day, basically, you'll be raising crops, caring for animals, and exploring the open world. At night, you get to become one of the animals in minigames. You also then have a dog to help you with tasks, and a cat who may just lend a paw if you are lucky. The game mixes though a relaxed farm sim experience with magical moments and side activities like bug catching, fishing, and treasure hunting. Leo's Fortune is a platformer with a unique vibe and a sprinkle of puzzles. Now you play as title Leo, a brilliant engineer on a mission to recover his lost fortune after it mysteriously disappears. The game features handcrafted levels from forests to mountains, each filled with physics-based puzzles. They're going to require, some thinking and definitely some precise timing. But yeah, look, if you're up for a real challenge, there's actually a hardcore mode as well, where you try to beat the game without dying. It's a fun adventure that will keep you busy for its, call it 3 or so hour runtime. Metamorphosis is a unique game where you wake up to find yourself transformed into a tiny bug, while your friend Joseph is arrested for unknown reasons. Now you'll embark on a journey through a twisted world, navigating through what once were, mundane places, now turned into obstacle courses. The game features environmental puzzles, unique movement mechanics, and yeah, basically it's asking you to make use of your tiny body and sticky limbs. It is a first-person adventure game inspired by Kafka with eccentric characters, surreal landscapes, and look, it's not perfect. There are some finicky controls, and visually it takes a hit on the system, but it definitely is a strange concept worth taking a look at, and you can find my full, very transparent review linked in the pinned comment below. Eyes, the horror game, released a while back, but it's been getting some attention in the sales, which is always great to see. It's good when older games bubble back to the top of the eShop. And the game is all about surviving in creepy places filled with monsters like the revenge-seeking Crucio or the demon Charles. You'll basically need to collect bags of money while escaping creatures, uncovering secrets and solving puzzles. Along the journey then, you'll use eyes. These are runes that you collect, and they basically allow you to predict the monster's movements. This one as well packs a retro vibe. Blazing Beaks is a classic, and there's no question about that. It has a unique risk and reward system where the more loot you collect, the more cursed you become. You'll basically use your bird's skills to defeat enemies, explore tons of randomly generated levels, and yeah, there's powerful artifacts to tempt you. That's the loot, but picking them up can lead to your downfall, so really think twice before you take the risk. The game offers a story mode, a tournament mode, and a bunch of local co-op options, plus 10 playable characters with unique abilities. MasterChef Learn to Cook lets you choose ingredients, slice, prepare, plate, serve dishes in minigames. Now the judges will grade your performance and speed as you complete new recipes, challenges, and unlock more minigames along the journey. With over 120 recipes to master, you can cook signature dishes, think margarita pizza, sushi, and so on. The game also then features motion controls, and as you do progress, you'll earn upgrades for your cooking gear to become the ultimate chef. Little Racer is a fun, family-friendly racing game that's perfect for all ages. The controls are super simple, just 2 buttons to accelerate and change the track, making it easy for everyone to join in. Think Scalextrics here. We have race through colourful tracks set in the sky, desert, and even lava, while avoiding obstacles that could send you off the track. Now you can unlock then new cars, compete in challenge mode, or play with up to 4 friends in party modes. With this one as well, there's actually a level editor to create your own tracks, and yeah, there's already 130 levels across 10 different worlds. Golf Club Nostalgia is a 2D golf game where the rich descend on a ruined earth to play. Now the world, the concept, the art, all of it is fantastic, and the soundtrack, it's done like a radio station, is absolutely incredible. The levels are great too, but for me the lack of indication of where your golf ball is going just didn't sit right. That said, look, a lot of people love this game, and it's become, I guess, a bit of a cult classic over the years. It even got a platformer sequel, The Cub, and look, while it wasn't my favourite, it's definitely worth checking out if you want something unique, and honestly, I do say this genuinely, I think the narrative alone is worth it. And that is the video down. Once again, congrats to Cubic on their 21st anniversary. Will you be adding anything to the library? Let me know in the comments. With that then, hit subscribe, join us here for reviews, deals, news lists, all that good stuff for the Nintendo Switch. And yeah, I'll see you all in the next one. Cheers all.